What's up with it? Hey, I get a frequent question a lot. How the hell did I change? And how am I able to stay sober? Man, it's simple for me. For years, years, I lived a certain way. I've been to prison. I've been to multiple rehabs. Man, I've been homeless, gang affiliated, you name it, I've been through it, right? And I lived that way for so long. And there was one point in my life that I made gratitude out of what I became. That's what I wanted to be. But the longer I continued in that cycle, my eyes started to open to certain things. Being away from my son, being incarcerated, being a drug addict, always being on the run from the police. I remember times getting arrested and like a ton of bricks lifted off my chest because I knew I could go in here and lay down and go to sleep. I knew I was about to eat 3 meals a day, and I knew I wasn't finna die. I knew I could survive in jail. And I know that sounds crazy to the average person, but to somebody that lives like I lived, you understand, I know that. I started to experience pain in a whole different way. And I got tired of that. I was tired of every single time I was released from prison, I would get right back to it, man. Shooting dope, robbing people, running the streets, nowhere to live at, living wherever I could lay my head at. And to me, that got old fast, man. But yet I still continued in it. So this last time around, I left the penitentiary strung out on Suboxone. I remember that sickness like it was yesterday. God has never let me forget that. I laid in withdrawal for 2 weeks, the worst I've ever felt, and I've withdrawn off of every drug possible. And that was by far the worst. And I remember that. And I kept telling myself through the sickness, if I get high, I'll get better. But then I would tell myself, if I get high, I'll start it all over again. And I held on to that. I held on to that pain. And every single day that I wake up and I have them thoughts about getting high, I remember what I felt like coming out of prison with absolutely nothing, strung out. I remember all the work I've put into my daily recovery. And I decided to stay sober one day at a time. I love you guys. Stay sober.